Slot Car News, sponsored by LEB Hobbies, your specialist in home and hobby slot car racing. Alrighty, folks, you know what day it is. Let's get right into it. We have quite a bit of news, actually. We're going to start off with Parma. Yeah, Parma. 124 scale Outlaw Sprint Car Kit. Very cool stuff. Since Roger has taken over Parma, there's been a lot of interesting things that he's been doing. A lot of the hardcore 124 scale, kind of non-home set stuff. That's okay though. We're fine with that around these parts. He's been doing some great stuff to kind of revitalize that brand, that great American brand of slot cars. This sprint car kit is one of those things. It's a 124 scale sprint car kit. I'm not sure when it's available. Hopefully soon. I am 100% sure this is going to be popular here in the U.S. Very, very cool stuff from Parma. 6, new Revo slot. Marcos's, would it be Markai if it's plural? Who knows? And the liveries that you see here, a whole bunch of those cars coming. Not Marcos, not a very well-known, maybe a GT3 car, but very cool nonetheless. Also coming, we have 3 new different liveries of the McLaren GTR, F1 GTR, whatever, Harrods, and 2 Marlboro liveries on those cars. Boy, howdy! If you don't like these cars, I don't know. You need to check your pulse. A couple new Slottits that are going to be on sale as of the 26th, the official selling date. The Zexel Nissan Skyline, as well as the 412P Kyalami car. Just a note that if you're here in the U.S., there is a U.S.-specific version of this that they've done that lack the, let's just say, prancing horse. The rest of world release will have that aforementioned prancing horse. Avant Slot have, they're showing a VW team hauler, yes, with an RS60 Porsche on the back. Both of these will be slot cars, of course. They've been doing quite a few of these haulers and race cars together. I'm not sure yet, though, if the Porsche will be available separately. I kind of think it will. Regardless, some really, really cool stuff coming from Avant Slot. This is a hauler race car combination that you just knew was coming, and finally they're doing it. Yeah, great stuff. Now we got some Scale Auto news. We have 2 kits that have been shown on their Facebook pages. Facebook page, an M6 GT3 and an M8 GT3. Now these are 124 scale kits made for, hardcore serious racing. These are going to be really, really great kits if you want to get into some 124 scale action. I have actually one of these. I have the first Porsche RSR kit, the one that I raced when I competed in the Scale Auto U.S. North American, whatever it was, championship. Me and Mark Azaraga won that, and the Porsche RSR was really, really great chassis to tune, and so easy to race really fast. And I'm sure, if you're really looking for a really high-end quality kit to start off with 124 scale, this might be a bit of the deep end because there's a ton of adjustability on this, but you got your money's worth out of this kit. Believe me, these kits, believe me. We are going to wrap up this week's news with a whole bunch of Scalextric cars that have just released, I'm told by the newsletter. Maroon Golf VW that's just released. I know there was a lot of hand-wringing about this car, whether it was actually going to be released or whether it was canceled or whatever. People were complaining about that a lot on the Scalextric forum on the Facebook page, but there it is, guys. New York City Taxi, the Brabham, the maroon Ford Anglia race car. Baby, something about that car looks, I think, pretty cool, honestly. The Mirage Golf livery, nice one there. And the Lotus 79, all shipping right now. Come back after this, and I will have some kind of editorial, I believe. I think. Alrighty, folks. One thing that always comes up when you talk, one thing that comes up when I've been talking with various slot brothers recently has been numbers of releases when a company first brings out a car. What do I mean? Well, when Revo does it, they do, I think, a really good job of this. They give us just about a field of cars. You get 3 to 4 releases usually on a first mold release of a car. Then probably within the same year, you're getting 4 more, including, which includes the white kit. So, you not only have, certainly if a car is a brand new release for a real racing class, you definitely need a couple cars at the same, released at the same time. The example being the Revo, I guess you'd call them small classic GT race cars, most notably the 510. They are releasing a number more this year, I believe, and have already released a whole bunch. So by the end of the year, we're going to have, 8, 7, including a white kit, 510s. They've done this with every release that they've done, I think, ever. And certainly at first, I remember a couple dealers talking to me about whether, I was talking to them, we were kind of kicking the idea back and forth as, well, this is too many releases from a car that hasn't really have any sales history yet. What I believe has been proven by Revo Slot doing the releases like this in this way is that this is probably, now this is for the hobbyist end of things, mind you, not necessarily for the toy end of things. So would it work for Skelestric? I don't know. Would it work for Carrera? I don't know, but probably. Revo have done a whole bunch of cars at one time. Dealers were talking about this when they, like I said, when they first released them, and they thought, oh no, am I going to be able to sell a whole bunch at one time of this car? Well, what happens is the guys that are racing at clubs, the people that are racing at clubs, if they're going to buy these cars, especially if they're the higher end hobbyist kinds of cars, they don't want the same exact car that their buddy has. So Revo have given them the opportunity to get a whole bunch of cars all at once, a whole field, almost 4 lanes worth of cars from one single release. I think that's great, and I think it's been proven that that's the success, the key to success for I think for the hobbyist end of things if there is a high demand car, certainly in its first year of a new mold, probably the best way to release the car is to release 3 to 4 cars. Definitely 2, probably not just 1. Because if you get a car that's essentially on its own with no race competitor, yes, it's going to sell for sure. But is it going to sell better if there were 2 other cars to race with it? Probably. Your mileage may vary. I am off this weekend. I will hopefully be able to do a live stream. I've been busy with the baseball season starting and frankly feeling pretty bad this week, most of the week. I didn't get to other videos that I hope I was going to do. The treatment did not nearly as much as I had hoped that it would. So hasn't been a lot of fun the last week around here. I've been feeling pretty bad. In any case, join me on Sunday. Should be around on Sunday to do a live stream. We'll drive some cars. We'll hang out. We'll chat. And there you go, folks. Thank you all very much for showing up. I really do appreciate it. It really means quite a bit. Thanks to all the folks that support me on the Buy Me a Coffee page. I really appreciate that. It really means quite a bit to me. Thank you very much, folks. See you all again very soon.